relax. Okay, so we're doing an exact test route, a mock test. So you're parked inside the gate. You're gonna come out the test center, and you're not gonna turn right where we parked. You're gonna go left, and then he might take you left or right ahead of us. All right. Just be careful. Control the car as you turn in and as you pull out. And you can see quite a few learners trying to get in now. Let's see if they can get. Hey guys, welcome to FM Driving School. You're going to see in this video an exact driving test route that's going to happen in Isleworth, West London. If you've got a test coming up and you just want to see what a test is like, we're going to explain the major faults as we're driving. It's good to see the mistakes and how the student progresses. We do explain the mistakes as the student commits it so that they don't forget the mistake, and when we explain it to them at the end. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Go to our site fmdrivingschool.co.uk for more tips in how to pass your driving test. Again, please guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It's only a click, but it makes a big difference to our channel. Test is going to be 35 to 40 minutes long. If I don't tell you where you're going, you assume you're going straight. If you're not sure, you ask. We're going to do one maneuver and possibly the emergency stop. Any questions? No. Okay. So imagine it's your real test. And we'll tell you the mistakes as you're doing it though. The difference is, if I tell you the mistakes at the end, you're going to forget. So it's quite demoralizing when I'm telling you, oh, you made a major here, major there. But it's the way you're going to learn, alright? Other than that, we're going to do like a proper, like it's a real situation. Whenever you're ready, we're going to turn left at the end of this road. Okay, good 6-point check. Excellent. And turn left at the end of the road, please. Yeah, excellent. I'd like you to pull over after the bus stop on the left. Yeah, there is a bay, so pull up on the bay. Good mirror checks, excellent. Okay, good. I need to pull off from here, turn left at the roundabout. Next time do your 6-point check properly, please. Left blinds for left mirror, interior head, right blinds for, okay? on the left after the blue car. Okay, move off from here, please. Very good speed. I'll say one thing one thing I noticed is you're not checking mirrors often enough. So move your head, check your mirrors. It's a long stretch of road. Check your mirrors, please, every couple of seconds or so. Okay, we're gonna go left at the roundabout. Yeah, good mirror checks. So is that clear, Mohammed? When you have a long stretch of road, check your mirrors every 6 to 10 seconds. Show the examiner you're aware who's around you, okay?
Is that all mirrors or just?
All mirrors, brother, yeah, all mirrors. Interior left and interior right. So you don't want to have this called tunnel vision where you're just looking dead straight. Good awareness of the potholes. You do want to be soft, don't damage the tires. So here I'm going to give you a minor fault. Why?
Speed.
Gears, brother, gears. Can you not feel the car shaking? Yeah. What gear should you be in by now? Let's go to 2, and then speed up, and then go to 3. But you're braking quite a lot, which is fine because of the speed bump. But the car's shaking, it's struggling. It wants to go to a lower gear. I'll give you a minor fault. Roundabout coming up. We're gonna take the 4th exit. 4th exit. Keep going around, brother. You went that Down the wrong way. Keep going around. Count the X properly this time. Count the X's, please. This is one of them.
Yeah. So is this one?
What number is this? Count.
4.
That's 3, brother. 3. So yeah, the examiner will never ask you to do a full U-turn unnecessarily. Why don't you just count aloud in front of the examiner, he'll correct you. In that situation, the examiner may do what I just did, because they're trying to do a test route, and you would have taken them down a long way back. Roundabout coming up, you're going to take the third exit. Third exit. Very good roundabout. New road, Mohammed, check all your mirrors. Get into the habit. Now you're going to follow the sat nav. Okay, follow the sat nav. So all that time you're in gear 4 as you're going around the roundabout. Give you a minor fault for that. Luckily for you, were braking at the same time. Clutch was kind of down, so you're coasting. But had you released the clutch, we would have picked up a lot of speed. So minor fault for being gear 4. What did you think you were in gear 2?
Yeah, I thought it was in gear 2.
Because your heads went down, then you just put it back up. I want to take control and brake here. Here's your major fault. Handbrake up. Back to you, take back control. Okay. So the issue was, why did you stop past the line in the first place? You actually stopped behind the line, then you rolled forward. Now you're in the middle of the line, get ready. So you stop behind the line, then you roll forward. Maybe you think you're gonna go, and you're not aware the lights may change, which you did. Major fault. So were you not thinking what was going on? You don't see the stop line?
Yeah, I was only paying attention to these lights. I wasn't thinking about the ones.
The middle lights, okay,
Yeah,
no problem.
I didn't really notice them, to be honest.
What about the stop line? You didn't see the stop line?
No, I wasn't.
No
I was
problem.
looking at the car ahead.
Yeah, it looked like it, yeah, fair enough.
After 80 yards, turn right, Percy Road.
So what happened? Were you not aware you had to turn right earlier on?
No.
Pay attention, Mohammed. Following the sat nav, pay attention.
Turn right, Percy Road.
Looks like there's a diversion. I'm gonna have to go left here, go left here. Follow the diversion. So that could happen in the sat nav. If following the sat nav, there's roadworks. Examiner may intervene and guide you, tell you, okay, we're now going to take a different route, or he might just say, like I did, follow the diversion.
After 80 yards,
keep going
turn
straight.
right, Mayfair Avenue.
I'm going to follow the diversion, see if we can find it.
Turn right.
Keep going straight, ignore the sat nav. All the way down to the end. Okay, now follow the sat nav.
At the end of the road, turn right, Nelson Road. Turn right. After 300 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, Hounslow Road. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit. yards, turn left, Rosebrick Road. Turn left.
So why did the car shake like that?
Gears.
Yeah, man. You're in gear 3 as you're turning. Again, luckily for you, control the car. Managed to control it with another car coming towards us. But in the wrong gear. And sometimes in the speed bump throughout that long road, you were in gear 3 as well. You should have probably gone out to 2. It was shaky. I didn't want to say too much. Because the car managed to get through, when the last situation it didn't. So unaware of the gears at that stage.
Was that a major?
No, because you controlled it yourself. You see, had you lost control and I took control, then it would have been a major fault, absolutely.
At the end of the road, turn right, Central Avenue, then turn left. Turn right, then turn left. Turn left, Nordbury Avenue, then turn left. Turn left, Elladine Road, then you have reached your destination on your right.
Okay, that's the end of the sat nav. Continue driving.
You
So
have
all that
reached your
speed, I would like you to
destination,
pull up
Elladine Road.
just
It is
after
on your
the
right.
black car here on the left, just before the red car. Pull up on the left. Next to the tree is fine. Anyways, don't worry about the drive on this occasion. That's fine. Let's stop here. Okay. So another sat nav. I'd like you to now do the maneuver on this car. We're going to do the parallel park, the reverse parking exercise, okay?
On the red car.
On the red car in front of us here. Okay. Yeah, you were about to be wide, then you went out, corrected it. We're still within 2 cars length. Any more further, you'd fail, alright? So be careful not to go too far back. But I'm gonna let you pass. But you're now very tight to the curb. Just be careful if you're about to hit it. It's the extra right. You have the option as well. But credit to you. I think maybe the van slightly put you off. The second right was a little bit early. Okay. We're gonna leave. Look, it's 6:35. So we've done about 35 minutes of the test. We're gonna leave it at that for now. That's the end of the mock test. They will just drive you back to the test center. All right. How did you feel that? How did you feel the test went for you?
It was okay apart from that roundabout. Just annoying. I think gear changes as well weren't as smooth as they have been usually for some reason. So like you said, I was in gear 3, and I think earlier as well there was a stage where you asked me to change gears.
Yeah, so generally the drive was really good. Just so you know, when we came to that Tesco's roundabout, I asked you for the fourth exit. You're about to do a full U-turn.
Yeah.
Then I'll ask you, can you count? And you're about to count it wrong again. You didn't even count.
Yeah.
I asked you to count, you chose not to, and then you said to me, is that the third? Which it wasn't. If I'm the examiner, I'll be a bit annoyed. Like, you're taking me down the wrong road, then I'm giving you a chance to fix it, and you're still not taking the hint of what the examiner's trying to say to you. Take the hint, don't let the examiners be annoyed. Apart from that, yeah, the gears, little mistakes with the gears. Every little mistakes makes the examiner a bit more wary about you. Luckily for you, it was only once at the mini roundabout where you're about to go the wrong way. But when we see this, we're gonna judge you a bit more thoroughly. You don't want the examiners to think about you. That's why we give you hints. Count it correctly. If the road was a dead end, ask the examiner, should I count this as an exit? And we would have said yes, you do. Maybe that's the reason why you didn't count the exits. I don't know. And then the gears, every little mistakes as on. Luckily for you, it wasn't that many. That's why it was quite smooth. That's why if I was an examiner, I'd be quite laid back with you. I'd be quite relaxed. I'd be looking at you in a positive way. I would say your mirrors were very lazy though. Straight roads, hardly checking your mirrors. Not enough to fail you on, because we have enough turns that when you do turn, you're checking your mirrors. But
so is the rule, so anytime you enter a new road,
check all your mirrors.
Okay.
Yeah, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was we're in a long stretch of road, and you're not looking at your mirrors at all. Do you get me?
Yeah. So for that, which mirror should I be checking?
All of them. Remember we said interior left, interior right. Do you remember I said that earlier on?
Yeah. How often do you have to check them then when you're down a long
technically
stretch of road?
6 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
6 to 10 seconds, or every 2 lampposts. It might be too much. I agree. Every 2 lampposts, it is a bit too much. But at least do 10 seconds. At least every 3 lampposts.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing any. So that's something that we would be watching you as an examiner. But as I said, the test itself, there's a lot of turnings that when you are turning, you are checking your mirrors. So you do compensate, okay?
Yeah.
And
so I think that's the thing. I think with my old instructor, he always made sure I checked mirrors before I turned. So I'm used to that. It's just when you're down a stretch of road. You probably did tell it to me, but maybe it wasn't stressed as much, so I just...
Well, you have to be aware who's around you, innit? You have to be aware who's around you.
Yeah, it does make sense.
If you're checking your mirrors constantly, thoroughly, you'll be aware of what the next step, the third step is. That could lead on to the roundabout where you made the major fault. You're just looking dead straight. You're looking at the guys in front of you.
Yeah.
You know aware who's around us, what's going on. You know where the stop line. You know where the lights. That could be linked to the lights, because you know. The mirrors. The mirrors just aids you into checking around what's around us. So when we came to that roundabout, there was a bit of traffic in front of us. You're looking at the car, there was a stop line, you kind of stopped at it, then you roll past. I'm thinking, crap man, why did you roll past it? Because now if the lights change, we're in the middle of the past the stop line basically, in the middle, half of it's in, half of it's out. Then we have to make the call, what should we do? You should have been behind the line, but again I think you're looking at the car in front, not aware of the stop line, not aware of the lights. The roundabout itself, in terms of the lane discipline, was good. You went to the right lane, inside lane, then you moved across. But you were in gear 4 as well. What the hell was going on? You're in gear 4 in a massive roundabout trying to turn right. Your hands went down. I thought you were going to change to gear 2, but maybe you thought you were in gear 2.
Yeah, I did. I thought I changed into gear 2 when I went down, but then I didn't. So for that, because I was doing like 40 coming off the dual carriage.
Yeah.
I could see the lights were still green, but they were probably, and the cars ahead were moving.
Yeah.
What should I have done? Should I have carried on going at like a when I got to the lights, then should I have to change down into gear 2?
No, you should have done it before the lights. Remember? Before the lights.
So it's better to just, even though I can see the lights are green ahead and cars are moving.
Because you're turning. No. There's two things you have to remember. That roundabout is controlled by traffic lights.
Mhm.
Yeah. So firstly, the right's going to be clear on your right.
Yeah.
You don't have to be extra slow. Secondly, you're turning. So now because you're turning, the car's going to pick up a lot of speed if you're taking gear 4. So we have to be slow for the turn. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Now, had you not been turning and had you taken in 4 and had you gone straight, maybe the examiner it still would have been a bit too fast. 3 would have been better if you're going straight.
Yeah.
But for turnings left to right, 100% should have been.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when should you have done it? 6 to 8 cars length. Brake.
Before
and
the
three-
before the traffic lights.
Yeah, before you enter the roundabout.
Okay, yeah.
So at least 3 to 4 cars length. You should have been slow enough in gear 2, now control of the car, then turn. That's what you should have done. I think it added, on top of that, I think it came from the fact that you kind of moved to the right lane a little bit late.
Yeah.
So we saw the sat nav. There was ample time to move into the right lane. You changed about, I think 400 because it's fast speed. We're going fast pace. I think it was about 200 to 300 yards you moved in.
Yeah.
Now you're already fast. You don't have time to now, so you're already contemplating changing lanes quite late. Now you're trying to think about changing, getting the speed down. So everything's a bit late. I would have gone to the right lane a little bit earlier. Maybe that would have been better for you. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So had you gone into the lane in good time, then got the speed down, then go to the correct gear, then we'd have enough time to figure out which lane you need to be in, which you did. You knew which lane you had to be in, but it just gives you that time to assess things. You had no time to assess things. Your clutch was down, brake, coasting, taking it in gear 4. Had you not been braking out, we'd have definitely lost control. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that would have been a minor, because you still had a bit of control. We hadn't lost control just yet. You get me? It would have been a minor. Yeah. And then you asked me about that gear, with the car coming in, is that a major fault? Again, gear 3 turning, shaking, fix up straight away. Because the car came, you stopped. You had to you were forced to stop. But I would have quickly gone out to gear 2. I forgot, oh crap, I'm in gear 3, quickly gone out to gear 2, continue to the drive, alright? That's what I would have done. But you should not go to gear 2 before you turn, yeah?
Yeah. That makes
Okay.
sense. You know, when we were coming out of Constance Road and I was waiting a bit because there was cars coming in, there wasn't enough space for 2 cars to fit along, was there? Like, was I right to wait?
Remind me again, what was this?
So you know the diversion, and then we went down that long road, and then like it bended, and then we came out the road, and then we pulled out. Yeah. And, you know, there was like I stopped and waited because I was like, cars coming through for a bit. Was that fine?
That's completely fine. Yeah.
Because I couldn't tell off the distance if there was enough space for.
So a nice easy way to know is, Mohammed, is if you can walk across, you can drive across. If you feel like it's safe enough for you to walk, then pull out. Never, but so look, if I didn't say anything, because I definitely thought it was safe. If I don't say anything in the mock test, that means you're doing fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't remember though. I didn't remember. So if there's a lot of cars, that's not your fault. Be patient. I know students think, oh, I need to get out. No, don't push yourself, because you don't want to slow anybody down, and it's their priority. Even if you made it and the guy had to brake for you, yeah, the examiner will fail you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at the time. Because I was thinking, if I do, I'm gonna have to go really slowly. They're gonna have to slow down as well to get through that gap. So
yes, so that's the right process. If you're thinking, oh, this guy's gonna, but let me just hold back. That the worst you're gonna get if you wait too long and there's enough space. The worst you're gonna get initially is a minor. Initially, if you're doing it constantly, then it becomes a major. But never ever slow anybody down and take over someone's priority. Yeah. And also, like, if you notice at the start, I made you pull over quite a few times in the exam. They make you pull over a few times and make you pull off. Make sure your 6-month check is properly. Generally, the drive was very good. We give you a warm up at the start before we start the mock test. So in the warm up, you're making a lot of errors.
Yeah.
A lot of errors. These errors, have you made it the test? It just would, as I said, the small force add-on, the examiner will just look at you in a negative way. So we gave you a warm up, especially in the test. You always have an hour lesson in advance before the test. So the hour lesson will be like a warm up. So you get the mistakes out the way. So the test was actually quite smooth.
Yeah.
Right? It was quite good. We could do a bit better with the roundabout. Was just a silly mistake, because the lane was the main thing. You picked the correct lanes. You moved across correctly. You know, the gear changes and not seeing the, we can fix on that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do some. Now we're gonna go back to lessons. Now we're gonna do some maneuvers. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do a bay parking somewhere. Ready, bro. Start the car. So there you have it. That's the end of the driving mock test. Hopefully that was really useful to watch and informative. If you've got a driving test coming up, definitely watch this video and go through it again. See the mistakes, see the route, and see how the student drives, how they can improve from the mistakes. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Go to our site fmdrivingschool.co.uk. We've got loads of articles in how to pass a driving test, what the examiners want from you, how to impress the driving examiner. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.